Get ready for combat. Get ready for combat. Yeah. The Combat Jack Radio Show. Stand up.
Hey, yo, internets, you're tuned into the Combat Jack Show, combatjackshow.com. Hey, yo, internets, I like that you're digging the new website and the new format. Yo, applaud Jonathan Mena. He's doing his thing. Yo, what's up, A-King?
I ran off on the
What's up, man?
chilling, man.
You got that song stuck in your head, man?
Yo, man, I'm running.
Yo, man, look at you.
Yo, congrats to you, my dude.
Congrats to me on what?
Just this interview, the next few in the
Nah,
the future.
listen.
Yo, congrats. That's all I'm gonna say.
No. One thing I learned.
We got some announcements.
No. One thing I learned from one of our trusted, valuable former Combat Jack Show members, Matt Raz. He was like, "Yo, don't brag about it. Don't brag about it, King. Let's just do it." You see how we got into humble mode?
Facts.
Once we got into humble mode, niggas been shining like a diamond. But let me slow back, man, because I don't want to be a hypocrite, man. And I'm not the nigga in here shining right now, internets. I'm not blinging like a diamond right now. Yo, internets, I'm so happy, man, to have this current guest on our show, man. He's been doing his thing. He's come a very long way, man, from Fort Myers, man. Like, who comes up from Fort Myers and puts that city on his back? And it goes international, man, from a local hero to a national hero. We got Mr. Plies in the building.
What's up?
Yo, welcome to the show, man.
Hey, man, I appreciate y'all having me. Before we even turn up in this motherfucker and get on anything that we about to talk about, man, I just want to eye to eye both of y'all and just let y'all know, man, like from day one, I've been a fan of this.
I thank you, man.
I mean,
like you know about this show?
I've been a fan for real.
What episode?
I'm gonna tell you my top episode.
Okay.
The KG situation, the Kevin Gates situation. Y'all
Yes.
did. That was,
Yes.
And I fuck with KG, so
You know, and that's Sam Crespo. Sam Crespo's assistant.
that one probably went down.
Yeah, I appreciate that,
That
man.
was probably, and for me, it's always a breath of fresh air, man. When you come to these situations where people know the history, like you saying shit just 4 miles off top, like.
I mean, you got to be a fool not to know about your background and sit down trying to interview you.
It happened all
You know
the
what I'm
time. Though. There's a lot of fools in.
There's a lot of fools in the game, man. But let's not talk about them. Let's talk about you, man. One thing I appreciate about you is, sir, you are not a fool, man.
Okay.
You are not a fool, man. I'm looking at you right now. You ever took an IQ test?
Nah, I ain't took none one of them. Not no IQ test.
But your shit is off the charts, man.
I'm all right.
Your shit is off the charts. Now, you went to college.
Yeah.
Football scholarship, right?
Played D1 ball.
How did you like school, man?
I was confused at the time. Like, being from Fort Myers, that was the first thing you tried. You tried playing ball. If that shit worked, you was good. Like, I'm from the hometown of the Deion Sanders, the Javon Curtis, the Edwin James. That's what we did. Like, and if that was your way out, you was out of that motherfucker. But if that wasn't your way out, and if that ain't work, then the best thing was the street. So for me, I had the luxury of playing Division I ball, but like I said, it happened at a time in my life where I was really confused.
Right. Confused about what, man?
My brother was heavy in the streets. You know what I mean? And that was like he was the kingpin of my city. So
right.
Of our whole little region, should I say. So for me, you know, that was my inspiration. That was who I wanted to be like. I wanted to pat myself after my brother. My daddy was there early, but he got caught up in, he was a hustler too, but he got caught up in, you know, selling dope. Then he actually got on dope. So that caught me at a time when I was trying to do the football thing. I was the one that all the street niggas was funding to, you stay away from this shit.
Was you the first one in your family to go to college?
Nah, actually my brother ended up trying to, I guess at this point it's cool to say, trying to play the system.
Right.
He thought he was smarter than, you know, the motherfuckers who was investigating him. So he was able to go, I think for like a year or two, he was able to go to, I think it was some school in Alabama, just to get away. So he was actually the first one in our family, and I can't rap behind him.
Yo, man, so you just answered a lot of questions, because I know that you didn't stay in school.
Right.
You flunked out, but you answered a lot, man, because you out there playing that level of school ball is not easy.
Nah.
And it's definitely not easy if your mind is preoccupied on the well-being of somebody else that you care for and you love, man.
Right. But for me, it was, you know, I just feel like it was a part of the story. It was just another chapter in the book. Like when I went, I was 16 hours away from home, man. That was the first time I was ever.
Was you homesick?
I wasn't homesick. It's just I was caught up in the parties and shit that was still going on at the crib.
All that nice.
Yeah.
Not the girls from around the corner.
When I went
There's some nice college girls now, right?
When I went to school, it was kind of
Sweet Pussy Saturdays.
You better motherfucking believe it. Come back.
Yellowtail.
And it was different because I was the dude on the yard that had the big chain and the fixed up old school car.
Right. Let's talk about that, man. You know, it's interesting, man. When I was coming up, it was ill how the street cats really admired the college kids.
Right.
They didn't admire the rappers as much as they admired the college kids.
Right.
And they hung out with us. We hung out with them. For us, it was like a way to show our friends that we was down it in them. Like we knew some real niggas.
Right.
But like the street cats loved it because we introduced them to a different caliber of women.
Right.
And it just opened up their market for whatever they wanted to do with their business.
Right.
How is it you coming from this lineage and you're actually in school?
Right. It was the best shit had to happen to me because it let me understand what $500 to do for you. $500 in college, you was the baddest motherfucking nigga on the motherfucking campus. And I thought I was the baddest motherfucking nigga on campus.
Right.
So for me, it was always told my homeboys and shit like, man, listen, if y'all get money in the street, man, and y'all niggas graduated from high school, ain't no fucking way you don't go to college. You should, if you just going to fuck all the bitches, you just supposed to go.
You're supposed to go.
You just supposed to go. A nigga with 1,500, you got 1,000 motherfucking dollars come back jack on a college campus. You the baddest motherfucker.
Baddest motherfucker ever.
In 6 mile radius.
Yes.
And that was just, to be at a Howard University or FAMU University, to be on the motherfucking campus, you got 1,000 motherfucking dollars in your pocket, man.
Jesus. Jesus. Now, you talk so much about your brother, man. Let's talk about his influence on you, man, and why you talk about him so much, and what's the nature of your relationship, man? He didn't want to come on the mic this time. He said the next time.
He don't be fucking with this shit like that. It's one of them. It's one of them. It's one of them little brother. I feel like we done been through so much shit together.
Right.
Like I said, I think when my daddy was around, I was too young to really appreciate my daddy. Like the time and shit that I needed my daddy, he chose other shit.
Right.
And, I never was mad at him about it. But
did your father get an opportunity to give your older brother some jewels?
Nah, this shit been trial and error from day one.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
So it's just y'all?
Yeah. Like
how many of y'all? Just y'all two?
It's just us two.
Wow.
And it's just been us two. Like, and it's just, for me, I kind of look at the Eli. I kind of look at the Archie Manning, Peyton Manning, Eli story.
Right.
That's just, Archie was able to tell Peyton what the fuck to do and not to do when he got the money.
Right.
When fucking Eli got the money, he had Peyton and Archie to tell him what to do and what not to do when he got the money. This shit was different for us.
Right.
We had to run into the wall. Like I had to have 7 of my homeboys with me, and all of us had pistols every time we went to a different city.
Right.
I didn't know I can just pay a nigga $300
easy,
and he can carry that motherfucker, and he can shoot whoever the fuck he want to shoot.
Right.
And we ain't got the haul ass.
You don't even have to know.
We ain't even got a high speed chase when the police get.
You don't even have to know a nigga was looking at you mean mug and got popped in a temple.
I didn't know shit was this structured and easy.
Right.
But in the beginning, I just thought I had to have all my niggas with me who had all the pistols and I think that's a lot of the shit that from him through the good and the bad. We did everything together. We was
so
a nigga.
He peeped game. And
he was a 2-time loser.
Right.
So it wasn't
he got all the experience.
It wasn't that he peeped game. It's just when he got fucked up and went to prison, he was one of the few niggas that strategized and made the situation better when he came home. A lot of niggas in that shit, you on a compound with 1,000, 1,500 inmates, and everybody in that done lost. If you in that motherfucker, that means you lost. You ain't in that because you didn't won.
Yeah.
Right. So you amongst, it's like being in the hood. You amongst people who, I stay on the prison shit. You amongst people who are in the same or similar or worse situations.
Right.
He was just one of the niggas that utilized his time well. I remember he came home and showed me a stock market check that he made from in prison over $100,000.
Yo, hold up. You was I'm sorry you're not gonna be on the mic, but you was trading commodities while you was in jail. That's crazy, man.
Yeah.
So what role does he play right now in your life and in your career, man?
Everything.
Okay.
You know what I mean? And in the first run I had at this shit, we had at it, should I say? He was the first time this shit really took off. He went to prison the first time. That's when he got indicted. And then he came home when the shit was, the second? Yeah. He came home, we were still up and running. And then the shit happened when we was involved in Gainesville.
Right.
He went back for the violation. And then when he came back home this time, we had to strip this shit all down again and rebuild it again.
And now he's home to stay.
Yeah.
And now he's home to stay. Yo, so I understand that you're working on a project.
Yeah.
It's going to be your 5th studio album?
Yeah.
Tell us what's it sounding like right now, man.
This one here is a total different me. It's me and it's still the same me in regards to the principles and shit and the values and the morals and shit that I stand for. But it's shit a little different now coming back than the first album.
How so?
The consumer a little different now. You know, back in, what shit, whatever the first album came out.
How long ago was it?
07, 08?
07, 08.
08.
Damn, that's
Yeah.
crazy.
So
That's 8-9 years.
yeah,
Right.
being real meant more in 07, 08
Right.
than it mean in motherfucking 2016.
The realist.
Yeah.
You was
So-
the realist.
You know, it's just about now trying to find that good medium. And I think this album, I'm doing that. The records, you know, my brother wanted me to go back to writing that shit just how you feel it. Like,
Right.
don't try to hit bullseyes every time fucking with the music. Like, write that shit how you feel it.
From your heart.
And I feel like this ran off on the plug twice shit. This was one of them records that I was just in the
zone.
Ritz-Carlton and I
Right.
said, fuck it. Let me record this bitch in the hotel. And I think that was the first record after me and him talked that I recorded. And that bitch just went.
Yo, when you was writing Ran Off on the Plug
Yeah.
twice, and you was coming from the heart, and you was following your brother's advice, so just let's not chase a hit.
Yeah.
Just beat a hit.
Yeah, that's what he told me.
When you was in that zone, did you know it was going to be doing this well, man?
No,
This record is viral, man.
when I recorded that motherfucker come back and I sent it to him, the great part about me and my brother's relationship, you know, I know some people that argue with him about this shit, but he feel like he my biggest fan. So he giving me that
He
shit.
should be
not
your
from-
biggest fan. He's been there.
Yeah, he giving me that shit though. He's giving me that shit from an honest perspective. He ain't giving me that shit that he my brother. I'm his little brother type shit. He ain't giving it from that standpoint. So when I sent him the record, he hit me back and was like, bro, this shit special. And I said, yeah. I said, I fuck with it too. I said, man, I want to perform this bitch. This like the first record that I had that in a while. I was like, I really want to perform this bitch. So when he heard it, he said, man, look, if we put a good visual to this shit right here, I think we got something.
Visuals good.
We came with
Visuals
the
good.
visual.
Ritz-Carlton is all over there.
Yeah.
It's nice. Now, have you ever sent anything to your brother, and he was like, nah, this ain't popping?
I just sent him some shit yesterday. He told me one pop.
Like, go back to the
You goddamn actually told him it was terrible. I show you my email. If I open my motherfucking email, I open my motherfucking email right now. He told me it was terrible. He said, matter of fact, this shit ain't even sorry. This shit terrible.
Yo, Plies, what do you do when your brother tells you some shit is horrible?
I ain't thin skinned because I know he ain't just somewhere tripping on some bullshit. Like
Right.
I know if he telling me it's some shit I fight him on.
Right.
Some shit that you know that I really feel passionate about. And I'm like, bro, nah, rock with me on this shit. You're like, all right, cool. Shit,
Right.
show me I'm wrong.
So it's never an ego thing. But what if you and
No.
him talk about when in the past when you and your brother have been so stuck on each of your opinions that nobody's gonna change? What do you do then?
Now he'll tell you he tell you quick. I use it on him sometimes too. He'll tell me, you know, if we talking about a record, it's man, hey, what the fuck I know? I don't know shit. You know, I don't know shit. Hey,
Right.
man, you know, I'm the one, you know, pick the risk cards and shit,
Right,
but I
right.
don't know nothing. You know,
Right,
whatever.
right.
But that's how he play with me. So when I get him sometime and we going back and forth, we bump heads, I tell him the same shit. You know, cool. You know, we had 3 gold albums and shit when you was locked up. I don't know shit. So we just do it back and forth. So it's
that's
good.
a beautiful relationship, man, and it's very inspiring.
Internets, this episode of the Combat Jack Show is brought to you by Loot Crate. Loot Crate is a monthly subscription box service for epic geek, fan bros, and gamer items and pop culture. For less than $20 a month, you get 4 to 8 items that include licensed gear, apparel, collectibles, one-of-a-kind items, and more. Make sure to head over to lootcrate.com/combat and enter promo code COMBAT to save $3 on any new subscription. Loot Crate is more than just a subscription service. It's an entire community of fans that share their experience and interact with each other around the unboxing of each month's crate. And trust me, internets, that shit is fun. And they guarantee $40 plus in value in every crate. Sometimes it's a lot more. Every month there's a different theme, and all items are curated around that theme. Previous crates have included items from franchises like Star Wars, the Marvel Universe, The Walking Dead, The Legend of Zelda, and many, many more. The theme this month? Versus. Like celebrating some of the greatest rivalries in pop culture. Dark Knight versus Man of Steel, in which Batman always fucking wins, man. Alien versus Predator. Spock versus Mirror Universe Spock. Daredevil versus Punisher. And Harley Quinn, well, Harley Quinn, she's crazy. She's gonna fight everybody. Our exclusive items include something you can display, something you can wear, and something you can use. And don't forget, man, you get a t-shirt and a loot pin. Remember, you only have until the 19th of March at 9 p.m. Pacific time to subscribe and receive that month's crate. And when the cutoff happens, that's it. It's over. No more of these selective items, man. That's it. So go to lootcrate.com/combat and enter promo code COMBAT to save $3 on your new subscription today. And now back to the show.
I understand that you first didn't want to rap, man.
Nah, I ain't really want to fuck
You
with it.
didn't want to, like, not like I wasn't thinking about rapping. Like, nah, I'm not fucking with rap.
Nah, we fought for that for a minute. Like when he first got out, this was his dream. Like that's why this shit was so bittersweet. When
Did your brother used to rap?
No.
Okay.
This was just his dream. Like when he was trying to, turn a fucked up situation to a good situation. Right. This is really his dream. So when he came home, he was like, man, let's chase his music shit.
He was like, no, I'm not doing
I ain't
it.
fucking with this shit.
What was you fucking with? Streets.
Yeah, I said, bro, I ain't fucking with this shit. It's impossible. Like I ain't seen nobody win in this.
And nobody from Fort Myers was winning ever.
Nah, you had niggas in town that was locally had local success, but on a national level, we was the first ones to come out of that entire area.
What was the situation that made you get in front of that microphone?
That shit kind of just happened. Coming back, like, he had some artists that he's had signed. He had like 2 artists that he had signed. So he was like, bro, I just think you dope as fuck. Like, you creative as fuck. So he had me helping him with the 2 artists he had signed.
Like coaching them on how to rap?
He was in the halfway house then. So that was like, he could come out on the weekend, but he had to go back at a certain time.
Right.
So we went to the studio one day on the Saturday that he was out. So he was like, hey, man, I got to go. But the nigga ain't saying the shit how you telling him to say it. Go in there and say it and bring the shit to the halfway house the next time you come see me.
Were you tricking him or you really trying to get him to encourage homeboy to rap better?
No, he didn't even know how to rap.
Right.
Nah, I ain't know how to rap.
Right.
I want to get on camera. He wrote some shit down on a sheet of paper and slid it to me. And I checked this shit out. My brother, he wrote the shit and slid it to me.
Yeah, that's what. Come on.
Man, he need to tell the story.
He keep jabbing at you with this shit.
I'm loving.
Combat keep shooting at you.
So basically, you had the swag vocally to do it.
He felt I did.
Right.
Shit, I ain't know. You know what I mean?
When did you get on that mic and be like, oh shit?
He told me to cut the hook for his artist.
Right.
So some shit I wrote.
Right.
But he left. So I cut the shit. I wrote the hook and I cut it. And the next time he came out of the house that he was able to get to the studio, he listened to it. He said, fuck that, bro. Stay on the record.
Them other 2 artists got dropped?
No, we kept the 2 artists.
Where they at right now?
We ended up putting the record out, and it became our biggest record. It became our first big record in the city.
Wow. Which record?
It was Tell Them Crackers That one. Yeah.
Wow, that's crazy. What happened to them other 2 artists though? Where they at now?
I still fuck with both of them.
Okay.
Yeah, it just when they had got their legs up under them in the city too. And it is what it is with a lot of artists. Like
it's hard to keep it all together, man.
Yeah,
it's hard to keep it all together.
We ain't want to stand in nobody's way. So
let me ask you something, Plies, man. Do you think that your brother saw in you that you was a natural?
Always. He tell me that shit now. He told me that 2 days ago.
A natural.
He told me that 2 days
Where's
ago.
that come from? Y'all have any performers in your family?
Nah.
Anybody? Y'all know? Any songwriters? Nothing? Nah. Got to come from someplace.
I don't know, man.
Yeah, we got to go on Ancestry.com and figure that shit out, man.
No, I don't know.
Yo, Plies, man, street principles is really important.
Big.
You don't rap about things that go against your principles.
Nah.
What goes against your principles?
Just doing sucker shit for what I consider. I believe in the grind. Everybody get their time to shine. It's just you gotta know when your time is here, you gotta take full advantage. I believe in working hard. I believe in getting mine out the mud.
Right.
That's the shit that I believe in.
Get your mind out the mud.
Getting mine out the mud.
Getting yours out the mud.
Yeah, I don't believe in I gotta hate on another nigga to.
New Yorkers got funny accents, right?
No, y'all straight.
No, I'm saying because I don't want to say you got the accent. I'm saying we.
Oh no, see that's a vet move right there. You just pulled on me. Hell no, y'all ain't got no fun accent. But somebody was telling me that shit. Like, man, when you first came up, I ain't even understand shit you was saying.
You know, New Yorkers is closed-minded, man. And when the rest of the world, rest of the United States is down south. The minute you go to Jersey, you down south.
But that's what we was talking about before we got on the out. That's how it was when I came to New York. Like when I first started coming up, I was like, man, this shit ain't for me. Just because I used to say something to a motherfucker, and they'd be like, huh, what you said? And so I already had the gold teeth shit in my mouth. So when I used to go to Atlantic, you know, I ain't really want to talk and shit. Cause,
around these fancy people.
Yeah, these motherfuckers, you know, everybody got on suits. They talking about Paris and
Hey,
shit.
Plies, I can't wait till we get you on this campaign.
So I'm like, man, come on, man. This shit really ain't even. And then my brother was locked up, so
Right.
I ain't had no buffer.
Right.
I was pushed in the front. Like I had to do, you know.
Yo, that shit, we jumping all over the place, but fuck that, man. I can't imagine your brother's locked up, man. The first time you come to New York, man,
Yeah.
you got all these people talking these deals and this and that. All these strange people talking funny, man. How intimidating is that, man?
That shit on a whole nother level, man. Anytime you hear, I'm gonna tell you how you know when an artist fucked up from the South, when he come to New York and he doing radio, and they say, who you listen to? And they tell you 2-3 New York niggas real quick. Just cause they're in the city.
Right.
You know off top
Generic.
that they not
a nigga is
from down south is not listening to New York.
it's intimidating.
Right.
Nah, I ain't saying niggas ain't listening cause Jada Kiss is a nigga that I just fuck with.
Right.
When I seen Kiss, the first time I seen him here, I told him, like, I remember hearing that shit, and that nigga said he was the first nigga to cook bass on the Foreman grill. I said, fuck you cook? Motherfucking, I ain't the smartest nigga, but I ain't the slowest motherfucking nigga neither.
I'm trying to figure
how
out
the fuck this happened.
the physics of that
But
shit.
the first time I seen Dog in Jersey, I told him that. So it ain't that niggas don't listen to niggas from the South don't listen to niggas from New York. 'Cause that ain't the case at all. But anytime you hear it, you understand where you at, and you feel like I said this shit was I felt like New York. This shit was a fraternity.
Right.
And if you weren't part of the fraternity,
He was out.
that shit was a little. You felt like it was a fraternity, or it is a fraternity.
You know what, man? It's funny, man. When I came in the game, like I came in 89.
Right.
So in New York, man, it's like we was all part of this fraternity, some shit that didn't really exist. Russell was the only nigga making money.
Right.
The nigga in our class that was most likely to succeed was Puff.
Right.
But we was all, you know what I'm saying? But
Right.
then as certain niggas was making money and certain niggas wasn't making money, and you start building your camp and they start building their camp, and you see cats that used to sit on park benches with you smoking weed back in the day talking about, I can't wait till we get in the industry. And now y'all in the industry and you see him and you don't even know who that motherfucker is.
Right.
It's not even a fraternity. It's like, yo, that's why I had to leave this shit, because I was like, I don't understand y'all niggas.
Right.
I don't understand some of these niggas right now in the blog game. The game is getting fucked up right now.
Right.
Plies?
When you look back at your shit, I don't mean to interview you.
Nah,
now,
hey,
but
man, let's do it, man.
when you look back at your shit, because I could tell, and me and Crespo had this conversation, you a principal nigga. So when you look back at it,
I try to be.
when you look back at it, what you felt that you didn't compromise your principles for, that if you had to do it again, you may have would have considered.
Nah, I wouldn't. Nah, as a matter of fact, I remember the specific day that I decided to bounce.
Right.
Some shit happened that was against my principles, and I really thought about it, and I was like, yo, I'm out. Like, ain't no, let me work through this shit and figure this. I can't, you know what I'm saying?
Hey, come back that we some kin.
No, I'm
I
saying
think,
like
man, you might be motherfucking related.
like my nigga, keep all the money.
Right.
What'd you see?
Yo, mind your business.
Sorry. We want to know.
Keep all your money. I'm keeping my sanity. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? And then years later, I ended up doing this. But going back to you, man, you were talking about some of the things that goes against your principle.
Yeah.
Like what's the fuck shit that goes against your principle?
It's just, you know, we can keep it in. Well, that's the industry shit that
Yes.
I said. It's just, just some things that's non-negotiable. Like I said, and I feel like, that's non-negotiable. Like I came up behind a hustler and my brother, and it's just certain shit that
No matter how much money is on the table.
it don't matter.
Yes.
It's just like now, like I told you in 07, 08, this real shit was like a badge of honor. This shit ain't a badge of honor no more. Like, it's niggas in the hood that snitch on niggas and tell on niggas, and now niggas get out, They start back getting money, and now niggas in the hood act like the niggas ain't never snitched on nobody before.
So the snitching game is crazy now.
You better-
and not
always
the
gonna be against
snitching
my-
game, but how niggas is welcomed right now.
You better believe it.
And I heard you on Tax's show talking about
Right.
that, man. How niggas is celebrated
You better
for
believe it.
doing some shit that goes against the norm,
You better
man.
believe it. And niggas kind of a little bit way more sensitive now and emotional now than I think it ever been too. But it's part of this.
You
All
know
this
what
shit
though?
transition.
I think niggas is sensitive because shit is all over the place right
Right.
now. Back then, a nigga could be sensitive and you wouldn't know
Right.
because you didn't see his reaction instantly. When
Right,
you
right.
saw him, you knew you had something or not
Right.
to deal with. But right now, a nigga might just wake up. I'm sensitive.
Right.
I wake up drinking coffee and the nigga's like Combat Jack is pussy. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Petty Wop.
You know what I'm saying?
But come back, I know goddamn well you sharp enough. You ain't finna just
No,
you ain't finna just take the bait like that.
No, I don't take the bait, but
Yeah.
sometimes I do. I'm not
Right.
that.
If it's the right bait.
Or sometimes I'm just trying. I'm like playing like a cat,
Right.
playing with a mouse. Like nigga, what you talking about?
Right.
Yeah, I'm pussy. Yeah, whatever.
Right.
I'm saying like just mental exercise. You can't ever
You're
sleep.
cancer, right?
Yeah, I'm a cancer. You can't
Cent.
ever let your gun go warm.
Hey,
Plies.
no, you got to shoot that motherfucker
Right?
sometime, man.
But
You got
the-
to shoot that motherfucker
But the
sometime.
flip side,
Yeah.
what you just said and what your brother
Right.
taught you, and I think is a valuable lesson, man. Your brother taught you can't kill everybody.
No, you can't motherfucking kill everybody. You goddamn sure can kill some of them, not come back.
You got to kill some
You
people.
got to kill some of them motherfuckers. You can't kill all of them, though.
Couple.
But you goddamn sure can kill some of them motherfuckers.
So, internets, now it's time to take a break for a real musician-friendly sponsor today, and it's TuneCore. TuneCore is a music distribution company that's been in the business for over 10 years and has helped over 250,000 artists sell their music worldwide. If you're an independent musician and you want to get your music on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, Apple Music, any digital store, you need a music distributor. And that's where TuneCore comes in. TuneCore will help you get your music into more than 150 digital music stores so your music can get discovered and sold all over the world. Rappers, rockers, artists of all music genres prefer TuneCore. Why? When you distribute your music through TuneCore, you get to keep 100% of your sales revenue and 100% of your music rights. You keep complete creative control over your music. Create a free TuneCore account at combatjack.tunecore.com today and save 20% on single or album distribution. Now is your time to get your music heard on TuneCore. And now back to the show.
Yo, the funny shit is when your brother told I don't know what the situation
Right.
was, but when your brother told you, yo, Plies, you can't kill everybody. He's like, but look at all these fucking
Look at all these
guys.
motherfucking choppers in here. Everything in this motherfucker got 100 rounds on it. And this said made 100 motherfucking shots. We can goddamn sure make some shit happen with this.
We could clear out this town.
Yeah, we goddamn sure can shut down one side of the city now. But and that was just part of this shit. Like I think that's the best part of this shit. And I come back that I enjoy this shit 20 times more than I ever did. And I think Crespo can probably see it on and how I move around. I just enjoy this shit now because I don't take this shit serious. This shit ain't nowhere near as personal to me as I used to take it. Like I thought a motherfucker step on you, it's go time.
Yeah.
But I don't take it that I don't take life I take life serious in regards to my responsibilities
Of course.
and what I'm put here to do. But the bullshit that come with it, I maneuver through that shit.
Has there ever been any bullshit that's come at you while you're in this game where you was like, you know what, fuck it, I'll flip the table over?
A couple times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What's the closest, man?
I got too much respect for you to say mind your business like you told Big Homie. But-
And you know I
but it's
love
been a
this dude.
I already know. I'm just saying. I just had to get that. That was some gangster shit. You went straight to it. It wasn't even no hesitation.
Right.
You ain't even look at him and told him mind his business. But no, it was some shit that that had me had me ready to to go all the way out. But I feel like if as long as the nigga ain't putting my family in harm's way,
Right.
I treat that shit for a grain of salt, man.
Yo, man, you seem like even when shit gets kind of hectic, you still seem centered on the fact like, yo, this is bullshit.
Right.
Like the situation that happened in Tallahassee.
Right.
Like, and I know you spoke about it
Mhm.
with Tax also, but it's amazing. You said that the dude didn't get the drop on you.
Nah.
You have this policy where if you see somebody in a club they might have a little bit too much to drink. They might be having a
Right.
bad day. And if they're getting escorted out the club and you on stage, you'd be like, no. They paid to
Because
come here.
I come from that shit, coming
Right.
back. So I get
You got escorted out the clubs back in the day?
a couple times.
Okay.
But I get it. Like, I get, the nigga ain't just pay $40, $50 to get in this shit to come fuck with me. He paid $40, $50 for that. The nigga stood out there in the sun. He hustled all day. He spent another $200 on his outfit. Nigga had to go get him a haircut. Nigga had to get him something to drink. This $300-$400 play.
Right.
So I get it. Like, and if nigga ain't in the club shooting at no nigga, no
Right.
shit like that. But the nigga in there, he, then had a little bit too much to drink. Security checking him out. They taking him out of the club.
Right.
I'm performing.
And they might slam him too.
Right, I'm performing. I tell a nigga, hey man, that's my policy. This is my policy. Nobody get kicked out at a Plies show.
Yo, that's crazy, man.
And it's been my policy for years. So that particular night, I tell security them, I ain't cranking back up in this motherfucker until
What's his problem? Bring him on the stage.
bring him back in here. He with me. Fuck it. He
Right.
with me now.
Right.
They go get the nigga. You sure you want bring the nigga back in? He with me. They go get him out of the club, bring him back in there, put him back on the stage.
Now, before we get to that, one thing I'm glad you clarified was that when that shit happened, I remember seeing that shit on a Sunday morning.
Right.
I was like, fire. I was like, this nigga's security is looking for a new job.
Yeah.
You made it a point to say your security wasn't there.
Nah. My security, actually, we was on our way from Atlanta. We was in Atlanta the night before. So we drove from Atlanta to Tallahassee. So we had got pulled over. I forgot what part of Georgia we was in, but that shit was probably like 45 minutes outside of Tallahassee.
Right.
We almost didn't make the show. They pulled us over. They took my security to jail.
They got arrested.
They got arrested on the way going to the show. The niggas probably stayed in that motherfucker about.
Right.
They out there with me now. They probably stayed in that motherfucker, I think, probably a month and a half, because they didn't have bonds. They had warrants and shit. So what ended up happening, we ended up going to the show, and we made it to the show. And once we got to the show, I'm just rocking out on
The
they
vibe.
security.
Right.
But
On
it's
this-
Tallahassee. Like,
Right.
I'm this just
It's
this
like
is
home.
the crib.
It's like almost
Right.
like home.
So, when the situation popped off, it was one of them situations where it's part of being real.
What was it about?
It wasn't about shit. That's what I'm saying. It wasn't about nothing. It wasn't like me and a nigga had a problem in the club.
It was just some.
It was a nigga I saved from getting kicked out of the club. I brought a nigga on the stage.
Did he intend to fall off stage or
I never even asked come back.
Okay, one thing you got to explain to me, and we'll move on to the next subject, man. What the fuck does color money mean?
You know what? And that's another part of the story. Like when the incident happened, when they put him on stage, we talking.
Right.
So he telling me, man, my nigga, I love you, nigga, you that nigga, you the nigga, such and such, nigga. If I had to go to jail just to touch your hand, fuck that, I love you, my nigga. So I know he fucked up. I'm
Right.
looking at his facial expression, his body language,
the emotions,
but I still don't feel no tension. Like
Right.
I'm just saving you from getting kicked out of the club, so I know it ain't no tension.
Right.
But I know he fucked up. So at the time he talking to me, I said, bro, come on, man. Like, listen, I done got you back in this
Chill,
motherfucker.
nigga.
My nigga, just go over there and have some drinks. Just drink my liquor.
Look at all these girls
Just
out here.
chill.
You on the stage right now. You get
I don't know if he took that as,
offense.
bro, like
Right.
but I love, like, nigga, talk to me. So somebody called my name. It was quiet in the club because I'm talking. I ain't performing at this point. So somebody said, Plies, I love you. I look off. When I look off, I feel nigga grab me. My DJ, he can't see shit because the people are standing up.
Right.
People thinking I'm the nigga that said color money. I never said color money.
That
No. My DJ, he was DJing. He was finna play the next record, which was Blue Hunters.
Right.
I got a record called Blue Hunter.
All right.
So before he played Blue Hunter, he always say, who the niggas that got that color money out there? So when the nigga grabbed me, my DJ don't even know what the fuck going on. He just
can't
finna take
see
me.
you.
He can't see me. He finna take me into the next record. So when the nigga grabbed me and we go off stage, I just turn my weight on him. They got the barricades in front of the stage and shit to keep the people back. He fell on top of the barricades. I just took off at that point.
Yeah.
I just lost my whole every motherfucker.
So you
thing.
just answered like the Holy Grail. That's what.
Word.
Okay.
But
you
I
just-
never told niggas this story come back because it never was.
It wasn't important.
It was just about a nigga who has been raised to be disciplined.
Right.
Like I ain't the sensitive ass nigga who feel like if a nigga say something, I gotta jump out there to defend what it really. It's only one truth in this shit ever in life.
Any second regrets now about letting people back in the club?
Now I told a nigga today, only regret I had, I ain't killing.
Right.
That's the only regret I had.
Because you can't kill everybody.
No. Hey, come back. You a motherfucker, man. You a motherfucker.
You can't kill everybody, man.
No, but no regret. But I still, I'm in a situation as the artist that I am. I still got to make that determination.
Yes,
like,
of course.
do I not show niggas love no more?
Right.
Or
And that don't sound like a Plies show.
I can't.
Especially since you set the precedent.
I can't.
Don't let them on stage, my nigga. You don't have to let them on stage. You can let them up front. Big brother with big bro, right? What the big bro tell you?
We go through the same shit all the time.
Big bro be like, let them in the club.
Hey, we go through the same shit all the time.
Did you tell them they could come to the front? Or you get them.
Not even the front. There's no stage.
No stage.
Yeah.
Yeah. No stage,
So,
my nigga.
we still
There's a reason why
go
cats
through
get kicked out.
No close up action.
No close up, man.
Yeah.
Yo, man. Florida, man,
Florida.
has become such a hotbed.
Yeah.
You have a relationship with Uncle Luke, man.
I fought with Luke.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, we had Luke on the show, man, and just how he breaks down not only the history of Miami, but Florida, man. An intelligent dude, man.
Yeah. Actually, Luke gave me a record that was a record that we still contemplating if that bitch going on my album or not. But I respect though. I done ran into him a couple times. Just a good nigga. Once again, a nigga just a hustler. A nigga who done seen it all in this shit.
An important dude when nobody believed in the Florida sound.
Right.
He was like, fuck all that South Bronx, New York shit. We gonna stay with this shit, man.
Niggas held 10 toes down his gun. And that shit paid off.
Exactly, man. What's your relationship with Trick Daddy, man? Because you were signed to Slip and Slide, right?
Yeah. I still got a situation with Slip and Slide. No?
Okay.
It ain't really a situation. Like I said, I look at this shit and I take it for what it is. Like one of the things I ain't never did, regardless of any nigga who'd never said my name ever in this shit, I've never fed into what a nigga had to say. And I keep that shit. It's respect for myself first. I keep that shit like that. But I tell niggas all the time, I ain't got no problem with no nigga out here on nothing musically and non-musically. But for me, I just keep it moving. I stay in my lane. I think sometimes niggas take that as if I'm on some other kind of shit.
Well, you know, it's ill, man. Sometimes you're on your square.
Right.
And you're very happy being on your square, and cats try to get your attention. You're like, nah, I'm good. And that drives them crazy.
But I don't even stiff niggas like that coming back. Only thing I do is keep my shit how I keep it.
But that's what I'm saying. You're not
I ain't
dissing
even,
niggas. You just like, yo, I'm good. Like leave me alone. I'm good.
I ain't telling niggas to leave me alone.
Right.
I want to make sure I'm clear on that.
Okay.
Because for me, I fuck with the niggas that fuck with me.
Right.
And I feel like I've always been that kind of nigga. Like I got an open door policy to niggas who trying to do business or niggas who trying. I'm not the nigga who's saying I'm good. Fuck y'all niggas.
Right.
I ain't that nigga. Like it's niggas that I still talk to, niggas that hit me that I fuck with. You know, if it's Boosie hit me, or if it's, you know, if I'm talking to God, if I'm talking to Kevin Gates, if I'm talking to Kodak Black, like, you know, if I ran across Dolph the other day just doing the run up this motherfucker, like I fuck with who fuck with me.
Right.
It's just I've always been the nigga that I believe in my team and I believe in my hustle.
Mm-hmm.
So when we over here and we doing what we do, we just doing what we do. But whoever want to come over here and get some money with us, or whoever want to come over here and fuck with us and show us that they fuck with us, or vice versa, it's niggas that I got the utmost level of respect for, and I never even met the niggas for real. Like I just got respect from you from afar.
Right.
And I always been that nigga. Like if a nigga cross the street and he getting money, I'm not mad at the nigga because he getting money. I'm just trying to figure out how the fuck the nigga getting money. I'm trying to figure out how he getting it so I can get some money with him.
Of course.
That just always been my approach.
So all this shit with Young Thug, I love what you said, man. It's like it's not beef because why should I beef with the niggas not on your level?
It ain't for me. It's too simple, combat. It's the same shit me and you was talking about. It's some niggas just gonna say shit to you because they just trying to get your attention.
Of course.
Now, if you done disrespected a nigga, you done called a nigga a pussy, you done. That's a whole nother situation.
Right.
But some niggas, what I learned, some niggas beef with theyself.
Right.
And that's just what it is.
Yeah, I got it. But once again, going back to the situation though, you're like an amazing personality on Instagram.
I appreciate it.
You have, and we'll get into this after the break. You're an amazing personality on Instagram. Not only does your music speak for you, but your presence on that platform is crazy.
I appreciate it.
When you did Instagram with Thug's daughter, that was his daughter, right?
That's according to what.
Was it meant with any disrespect, or it was just
man,
you?
Come on, man.
No, I'm asking you. You know, I know the answer, but I'm asking you.
Come back.
Yes.
Never.
Okay.
I don't play with people, kids. Period.
Right.
It never happened with me. Period. Point blank.
Right.
Never. Simple shit as that.
But you can understand how somebody might be offended by that.
You supposed to be offended by some shit if a nigga disrespect.
Right.
That.
Right.
That never happened with
Yes,
me.
sir. Yes,
so
sir.
that's what that's at.
Okay. I got you. Listen, let's go to a quick break and tune into the Combat Jack Show. We got Mr. Plies in the building.
Brand new.
My guy.
Plug twice.
You know what I'm saying? Yo,
Y'all got to do the motherfucking dance, man. That got to happen.
we're going to do the dance, man. But first and foremost, internets. If your radio show, if your TV show, and if your podcast.
Hey, yo, internets, I want to take a pause from today's show to tell you about Viceland, a new TV channel from Vice that just debuted. Now, as we've told you, they're rolling out a lot of very cool programs, including Weedakit, which is about the new weed culture sweeping the country. But as you know, the Viceland show that I'm fucking with heavy from the jump is Fuck That's Delicious, hosted by the one and only Action Bronson. The show co-stars another good friend of the Combat Jack Show, Mayhem Loren, so this is pretty much a family affair to us. The show looks exactly like what an Action Bronson food show should be. Action smoking mad weed, going out with Mayhem, Big Body Bess, and Alchemist at various delicious spots around the globe. Plus, they ride a lot of ATVs, motorboats, and all types of other motorized vehicles. And they keep smoking more and more and more and more of that fire ganja them. So be on the lookout for that new Viceland TV channel out now. Action's program is slated to drop March 3rd. The rest of them should be rolling out sometime this week. This is a lot of dope, great programming from Viceland for you to choose from, indeed. Peace out to Viceland, peace out to Fuck That's Delicious, and now back to the show.
Hey, yo, internets, you tune into the Combat Jack Show, the CombatJackShow.com.
Yo.
Fucking Sam Crespo, man.
What happened?
I love this dude, man. Shout out to Atlantic, man. Sam is definitely the plug. Sam is definitely giving us some great looks with the roster. But now Sam is giving me these kooky fingers and he gotta go.
I know you're finna come with something.
He said I gotta go. He gotta go.
Anytime you set that motherfucking
Sam is saying we gotta go. Yo.
That sun up, you set that sun up, so I know something out.
Yo, Plies, you gotta go?
Holy shit, we gotta go.
Let me ask you something, man.
What's up?
Explain the Instagram thing to me, man.
That shit was some shit.
That don't seem like
that shit was some shit that it just was some organic shit. I think people has always appreciated the savageness or the uncut, the honest me.
Right.
And I felt like IG just gave me that platform to be able to just say the shit that I currently think, like the shit that just happened or some shit that I thought about when I was just riding. And for me, I think I heard somebody else said today, like it's humorous, I guess. You know, I guess whether it's the Florida terminology and shit that I use sometime, or the sweet pussy sad, the shit, like that was just shit that I said. Like I ain't think that shit was finna be, you know, that motherfucking damn that national holiday.
Yeah. Is it ever?
Look at your cameraman though.
I know.
You see the shit I'm talking about? That motherfucker ain't live yet. But the sweet pussy Saturday.
Sweet pussy Saturday.
Sweet motherfucking pussy Saturday.
What is sweet pussy Saturday?
That's the highest fucking compliment you can give a woman. If coming from Plies, goddamn it.
Even if it's not Saturday?
Even if it's not motherfucking Saturday.
So what is the concept? Like the pussy is so sweet, it must be Saturday morning?
Pussy just good. Just
Wait, say good again?
Just good.
Good.
You gotta say that one more time.
Just good.
Yo.
Hey, come back. You ain't finna motherfucker keep baiting me up in this motherfucker like this, man. You a motherfucker come back.
No.
I'm telling you now.
So the pussy's so good.
It's the pussy just good. Come back, just
Sweet potato pie.
Oh man, motherfucking sweet. Ooh. That's that motherfucking. You ever had that motherfucking cornbread, that Jiffy?
Oh man,
tastes like a motherfucking pound cake.
Yes.
Tastes like a motherfucking that's a motherfucking pound.
Yo,
cake.
That shit has become so viral, man. Have you ever thought about doing a web series? Have people approached you about doing a web series? That's my nigga. You talking about how you looking across the street and figuring out how they? That's $1 million right there.
Come back. Show me how to get this $1 million. Then, goddamn.
Man, that's some shit you got to collab.
You show me how to get this motherfucking $1 million. You show me how to get this motherfucking $1 million.
Like Atlantic, man. That's y'all do DVDs still? That's some viral shit.
You show me how to get this motherfucking $1 million.
Put that shit exclusively on Title.
You show me how to get this motherfucking $1 million.
Yeah, I'm not putting no more deals together, man. I'm just talking about it right now, man. Talking about it right now. Yo, it's amazing, man, because in this day and age, man, where you have personalities like yourself, like Khaled on Snapchat. Right. You see what this man is doing on Snapchat?
Khaled, man. Khaled tearing shit up right now.
Are you on Snapchat?
Nah, I ain't got no Snap yet.
You're not on Snap yet?
The girls were telling me about the Snap outside. You fuck with it?
I just got on that shit last month.
What you think about it?
Man, you know what?
What's the pros and cons of that shit?
Okay, so Instagram is like, Instagram is like a reality show on Facebook. It's like Facebook reality show.
All right.
Snapchat is the real this the real reality show.
Right.
It's like it's fucking the Kardashians. It's Love and Hip Hop.
Right.
It's really your life.
You still fuck with? You still tweet? You still fuck with Twitter?
Tweet is like
That motherfucker talk that shit about that Twitter.
What?
That Twitter's still a bad motherfucker.
Twitter is the fucking.
Twitter's still a bad motherfucker. Now.
I guess the con for Snapchat is that 24 hours.
That's not no
Motherfucker say
con.
that ain't no
That's like
motherfucking-
programming.
Well,
They talking
That's
about
like
24
TV.
hours. That shit gone. That shit ain't gone.
I mean, that shit ain't
somewhere.
gone. That shit is gone to your
Yeah,
audience.
you goddamn right.
Smart dude,
That
man.
motherfucker's still around somewhere.
Smart dude,
That motherfucker ain't dead. That
Smart
motherfucker
dude,
flow around.
Congress.
You know, you touched on it this earlier, man. Like back in the day, and you talk about like mistakes and things that happen, man. That situation that happened with your man Boosie, man, when y'all was in
Right.
the club and y'all was kind of trying to figure out who goes next.
Yeah.
And then shit went off.
Come back. You know your shit, man.
Shit went off, right?
Yeah.
Like shit got hectic. Like what was the worst? What happened?
It was you know that was catching me in my didn't really give a fuck
Right.
mentality.
Right.
And then you know that was how we was rocking.
Right.
So you know it wasn't nothing that was between me and Boosie. It was just it was some promoter shit. It was I done found myself in the most fucked up situation
And
coming
then
back.
promoters will push you in the corner, man.
No, showing love again.
Right.
You know, we had just was part of a situation where we had did what, bro, 5, 6, 7 city run with a promoter, five city run. At that time, I'm probably, you know, shit, what, $10,000-$12,000 some shit.
Mm-hmm.
But we didn't. That was the last leg of the 4-5 city run.
Right.
The nigga done sold this bitch out every city he done went to. I'm talking about 100,000 he made one night, 80 bands he made the next night, $250,000 the next. The last night we get to in Gainesville,
Yes. Gainesville. Damn.
we was supposed to close out the show. So he ended up coming to my brother, telling my brother that Boosie them stiffed him.
Mm.
Said the niggas weren't answering the phone, man. The niggas ain't answering the phone. These niggas supposed to be on stage right now. Fuck that nigga. I said, man, listen, all that is cool, what you talking about. But if we go on stage, my
I need
nigga,
that bag.
we already had the bag.
Oh, you had the bag. Right.
Yeah, this is what made it fucked up on my part.
Right. I see what you're saying.
But I'm telling them, bruh, once again, like, if I go on stage, I ain't cutting my set short. I'm telling you, if I go on, bruh, I just need you to save my night. They finna tear up the club. Fuck that. When you go on stage, you're gonna do your whole set. I said, fuck it, let's rock out. We get on stage, I'm, 2-3 songs in, my mic get cut off.
Oh.
I look up at my DJ, I'm like, what's up? He was like,
Color money.
They cut the sound. They cut the sound off. By this time, my brother and the promoter, they having words. Some shit transpired, pushing and shoving happened, and one thing led to the next.
Got hot.
Yeah, but it was another situation coming back and niggas showing love. I could have just told you, fuck you. I ain't going on until I'm supposed to go on.
When that happened, man, did you think, oh shit, I crossed the line?
I think when I even when we got locked up, I ain't think about it at the time.
Right.
Because even the niggas that was around me and my brother who was a part of our situation, the niggas that we fuck with, the circle was so tight that I knew I was in a situation with some more real niggas.
Right.
So
You felt
I ain't
protected.
even think about that shit at the time.
Right.
But when we got into, you know, the trial phase and all, I was like, damn, like,
This shit might be over.
I wasn't even thinking about the over part.
Right.
I was like, damn, but I hadn't got the bag already.
Yeah.
I was paid.
Right.
Why the fuck I ain't just
Leave
leave?
that shit alone.
I should
Right.
just left.
Right.
But it was my pride that was fucking with me.
Mm.
And once again, it took me back to, damn, a nigga kept it too real.
2016. We just experienced a lot of shit in 2013, 2014, 2015, 2016 right now. You got any other songs like We Are All Trayvon?
Yeah, I just hope fucked up situations don't make me have to write
Right.
them We Are Trayvon records. But for the album, I got a record right now that my brother is beyond crazy about. Says one of the ones that, you know, that really made him tear up. But I wrote that shit I was going through some shit at the time, and I went and laid down in the studio, man. Cut all the lights off and laid down in that motherfucker. I recorded half of it laying on the floor, half of it standing up. But it's just one of them records. I think when we come back up and when we do the listening session,
Yes.
I had my drive. I'd have played that bitch for you right now.
Definitely.
But it's just one of them records.
Do you think, man, that more artists in your position should be speaking out about things that's going on in the community.
Damn right. That should never stop.
Right.
Especially when you come from the elements. I come from this shit. Not only do I come from it, these are the same people that's front and center, whether I'm on radio or I'm not on radio. That's what I got in this shit for. Like, we probably say this shit once a month, me and my brother, like, don't lose sight in who we supposed to be speaking for.
Right.
Don't get fucked up with these cars
Because they
money.
need you.
You
Like
damn right.
your core audience needs you to let them know
You damn
that
right.
you in the trenches with them.
You
Even
better
if you're
believe it.
not physically there, you're in the trenches with
You
them.
better believe it.
What's up with the Trayvon chain, man? You still got that?
Still got that motherfucker.
Still got that?
Love it.
Did you ever get to meet his people? His
Never
parents?
met his people ever.
That's crazy.
Ever. But I heard I had a couple of my partners that I know that ran across his dad and shit. Said he one of the coolest niggas ever.
Yeah. Sam, you giving me those fingers, man. How much time I got? No, he's telling me 0. We got 5 more minutes. Listen. Tell me your top 5 favorite Southern rappers.
All time.
All time.
I had to put. Damn, bro. All right, I had to start with the Hot Boys. I put them.
Wow.
Cause they damn near would have took up my 5.
Right.
To be-
Nah, but we can put them as a group.
one,
As
yeah.
one.
I had to say them. I had to say the Trapper Die Jeezy. I put him in that motherfucker. I say the Urban Legend. I think with Urban Legend, right, bro? T.I.
T.I. Urban
T.I.,
Legend. That's
yeah.
3
I say
right
the
there.
Urban Legend T.I.
That's 3.
I say the Thug Holiday Trick.
Mm-hmm.
What it is, 4?
4. One more.
And I say Mystical.
I was just listening to Mystical the other day.
Yeah.
Mystical was possessed, man.
Yeah.
When he was.
I take them. I'll take them 5.
Finish the sentence, man. If the pussy stays faithful,
You gonna keep going? Or you going?
I'm telling you, finish the sentence.
Oh, anything you want is paid for.
You
Oh, okay. No, I thought you had.
No.
I thought you was still going.
Oh,
My bad.
shit.
I thought you was reading some shit.
Hold on, Sam. Hold up. If you didn't become a professional rapper, you'd have gone professional in sex.
Goddamn right. I've been a porn star.
You'd have been a porn star.
goddamn
What would
right.
your name have been?
Shit, I don't even know. Probably butt naked.
Butt naked. Last
butt
question, man.
motherfucker
Last question, because I
What's that?
respect your time, man.
Hey, well, hold on. Before you ask this last question,
Yeah.
you scan the room with your motherfucking eyes come back, so I know it's something. Go on, get it to me.
No, this is a great way to top off this interview. Pause. You said that sometimes success is the worst thing that could happen to some. Let's get into
You
that.
better believe it. Shit, it break a lot of shit down. It puts you in a position where financially you can do shit that you ain't never did before. But I done seen this shit break the best friends and turn the best friends against each other. Success is a scary thing for a black man coming from where we come from, cause when white America get that money, we don't give a fuck what they got going on. We don't care about the white dude in the 550 Benz. We ain't trying to break in his house and shit. We don't give a fuck about that. But when the nigga get the paper,
We all
he in the
business.
middle.
Yeah.
You got to worry about where you came from and them niggas trying to get it from you. And then you got to worry about the other side who don't want to see you with it.
Mhm.
So the black man in the middle of all this shit. But it's different when the white guy get the paper,
Of
because
course.
we ain't even concerned about the white guy.
They've been getting paper
You better
since
believe
they
it.
was getting paper off our backs.
You better believe it.
Yo, man, this is amazing, man. I had a
Hey,
great
come
time.
back. Listen,
Definitely had a great time.
Word.
and I fuck with Sam as hard as you
Love
fuck with him.
Sam.
However, we got to do the part 2 of this shit. Let's do it.
Let's definitely do it, man.
Let's do it.
Sure.
Yo, Plies, man, continued success.
I fuck
I
with
love
y'all,
your
man.
energy, man.
Hey, come back,
You got
man.
great energy, my
Man,
dude.
just sitting back cooling in this
Like,
motherfucker.
sitting
with you,
back
man.
cooling, man.
Just
Look,
sitting
look.
back cooling.
What you got,
I
kid?
love smart artists, man.
Yeah.
Like I just hate
Smart
hearing
people.
bozos.
I like smart people, man.
but in the music game, man, is you get a lot of bozos and weirdos. They don't make a lot of sense. You, man, we could talk all day,
Man, I
man.
fuck with y'all, man. For real,
Talk all
for real.
day.
Yo, internets, man, you know what it is, man. Dream those dreams and then man up. Live those dreams, because a life without dreams is black and white, and the universe flows in technicolor and surround sound.
Internets. A big shout out to TuneCore for sponsoring today's show. If you're an independent musician and you want your music sold on iTunes, Spotify, Amazon, Apple Music, and other digital stores, you need a trusted music distributor, and that's TuneCore. TuneCore will help you get your music distributed and sold worldwide. Go to combatjack.tunecore.com today to create a free account and save 20% on music distribution through TuneCore.
Illuminati!
This episode of the Combat Jack Show was produced by Jonathan Mena, executive produced by A. King and Chris Morrow, engineered by Samir Karan, and recorded in the Engine Room Audio Studio in downtown Manhattan. This is an official Loudspeakers Networks production.
Yo, Combat Jack, what up? It's your man Big B from the In Deep Show podcast. Yo, I just wanted to call you and give you props on the Mr. C interview. As normal, hot interview, great show. But I gotta bust your balls for one thing, pause. There were so many opportunities to play the pause game, and I don't know why you didn't play the pause game with Mr. C. Come on, dude. You're supposed to go hard. Get it in. Look forward to the next show. Your man Big B, IDS, out.
Okay, so I had to call just to see if this was real. My name is Rashonda. I'm from San Diego. Huge Combat Jack fan. Been listening to you guys forever. I was actually just rolling around listening to the Tough Poe episode. Shout out to Ferguson, Missouri, my hometown. Shout out to Tough, Rocky, everybody from the camp. And then I'm now listening to the Mr. C episode. So this is like dope, crazy. All right, peace, y'all.